Hi, Taurus. Okay, so we have the Magician, Major Arcana. We have the Devil, Major Arcana. And we have the Chariot, Major Arcana. So in looking at the Magician, the Magician is standing here in his red robe, pointing his wand to the sky, as if he is the conduit between inspiration from the divine source to him, and looking for that attraction, for the lightning bolt, the spark, because the Magician is about being the magical creator of your life, of manifesting, building, visualizing, and making things go the way that you hope that they will go. Because the universe has provided you with all the resources that you need, everything that you need. It's a matter of how you use them and how you understand how to use them in order to acquire or obtain or to move forward on the path that you choose. And so with the Magician, you see the table has the swords, cups, pentacles, has everything that we need. And it's a matter of appreciating and understanding our talents, our skills that we've acquired, the wisdom that we've also gained through experience, and then blending it with our passion. So the Magician promises us of creation and the opportunity to manifest and to build a life that's going to serve your highest purpose, that's going to make you feel fulfilled and make you feel happy. And so, it's a matter of not only visualizing it, but really thinking about how you are pragmatically going to make it happen. Because we could sit and daydream all day long, but it's the movement, and the movement by your own hand to bring it to fruition, to bring it into play. So it's a very powerful card to have the Magician, which is telling you that you can create and manifest the life that you want, pretty much in line with all the wonderful abilities and skills that you already have. So then, with all of this potential here that we have with the Magician, we have the Devil. The Devil looks ominous, and he has the two chained lovers beneath him as if he's mocking them. And so, the devil is here to strip away our hope and to mess with us, and messing with us by tempting us into doing things that take us off the path or the goal or the hope or the dream. And it's through our own behaviors, perhaps of being too materialistic, impulsive, indulgent behaviors that are in excess and that stifle our growth as people and certainly block our way of moving forward. And so the devil is, he's always there saying, do this instead. I don't know, stop studying your new skill here. Go have a drink with your friends. And, a little bit of that is fine. But it is the excessive nature, it's the obsessive nature that we get caught up with the devil. And the devil there interferes with us, with your ability to be your best self. So, what do we think about the devil? Listen, everybody has to deal with their devil, the devil, and you know what it is probably. And maybe some people are in denial, but for the most part, I think we know where we have our missteps. And it's a matter of taking action and taking that first step. If you see the lovers here, these chains are loosely bound. If they stepped out or if they made the effort, when they're ready to, they could get out of them. So it's a matter of awareness and recognizing that the behaviors that I'm showing are limiting me. What can I do to address that? What small step can I take to help loosen these the things that I do that get in my own way? And so the good news is, on the other side of the devil is the Chariot. And the Chariot is really about confidence, and it's about movement, and it's your movement. You're driving the Chariot. You're able to deal with adversity, to deal with obstacles. And where you may get off the nice paved path and where you're on the bumpy road, you find a way to get back on. Here's the two sphinxes, the black and white, representing the things that pull us in opposite directions. You have to have skill and ability to be able to negotiate and to find the middle ground so that you can continue to move forward. But with the Chariot, there's a sense here that you will be successful. And so perhaps when we are cognizant of what the devil creates in our life and we find ways to approach it or deal with it, then that's going to pave the way for us to be successful. With the Chariot is about reaching your goals, being recognized for what you've done, feeling like you have victory. And that, when you feel like you're victorious, that raises your confidence. You know, he holds the reins, so he is in control. This is a card about control. So where often the devil, maybe we feel the lack of control, here's the Chariot coming back saying, grab those reins. Don't lose sight of that. Keep your hands on the reins. Otherwise, you're going to lose control. So, first of all, 3 major arcana cards for the first day of August. And big ones, I think, really big ideas, things to think about, which is your vision. What do you want to create? What are you doing to do that? How are you going to get ahead of or to get in control of behaviors that the devil would be there for or be influencing you? And then ultimately of using your confidence and your mastery and the ability to show discipline and self-control to keep the momentum going in your pursuit of the life or the hobbies, the relationships, whatever it may be, to keep it going. So very interesting. So let's take a look at what the numbers are. We have, let's see, 1, and that looks like that's 15, so that's 16, and 16 and 7 is 23, and so that reduces to 5. 5 is about adjustment, flexibility, perhaps challenges, and new cycles. Let me just take a look here. 16, yep. And then finally, I'm going to choose an oracle card, and we'll get a little more information. Complacency. And this is a compelling illustration because it shows that, is it lifelessness? That when we feel complacent, when we feel that we're not having momentum forward, it affects us, on a whole level. So how do we deal with complacency? We have to first think about what's dragging in our life and what isn't making us excited. Where are we missing out on the passion? Is it in our relationships? Is it in my crummy job? Or is it in my, I don't have the friends that I've hoped to build to be able to do fun things? So to be complacent, we have to change our mindset, and we have to find a way to problem solve out of that. Because it's one thing to acknowledge, yeah, I'm really stuck, I'm feeling miserable in my career. But you have to think about, what are you going to do to either change that, find something else that can take that wear and tear off. But there's such sadness in this illustration of complacency. And what we want in life is we want the excitement, the energy of the magician, the energy and the action of the Chariot to move forward for the things that we really hope to accomplish and hope to do in our short time here on Earth. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles as your awareness. And this is a card of someone who's a hard worker, someone who's very focused on the task at hand of getting it done, doing it in a really solid and super way. So this is a week perhaps where you're focused on work, where you are focused on leading a team or a group. You may be working hard on a hobby or a side project. You may be working hard on a relationship. This is focused, slow-moving, conservative planning and implementing, strategies and steps that are going to help boost your foundation, your money, your resources, your time. He's holding that pentacle and he's looking downfield. He may be assessing what his lands look like. But really at the heart of this Knight of Pentacles, it's someone who is very focused on the details and doing a super job. And if the team isn't helping, the Knight of Pentacles is saying, well, I'll just take care of it. I'll make sure it gets done. So with this awareness of hard work and focus and being very task and goal oriented, here's the Page of Wands, which is saying we need some excitement here too. And the pages are youthful energy. So whether this is someone that it's in your family, at your work, that you're involved with, there's this youthful energy, which is, we need to have some fun. We need to have some adventure. And what are we going to do that's really great? And he could be saying, gosh, this is drudgery. You're working so hard. Let's have some fun. Don't forget to have some fun. And here's the Knight of Pentacles grinding it out, making things, doing all the work behind the scenes to get it done. And the Page of Wands is like, I'll help too, but I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I really want to have a sense of developing excitement and having new experiences. So whether it's through travel or through activities or through networking or social component, there's a sense of don't forget to live, to have some fun, to take advantage of your energy. Interesting. Okay, so we have, in terms of guidance, the Four of Swords. And with the Four of Swords, this is a message to you to take some time for yourself to rest and to recover. You may be in a challenging situation. You may be working so hard that if you don't watch yourself, it could become an issue. So this is about taking a moment to reflect, to be still, to allow yourself to catch up physically, mentally, and you may need a time out for yourself. You may need to pull back and require some solitude. Doesn't mean that when we go back to situations that they disappear, but we go back refreshed. We may have a new approach, and this is a really very clear message of recovery, and rest is going to help you. Working could be detrimental, and here's, have some fun and live too, and ultimately incorporate some rest for yourself this week. So then we have the Emperor. And the Emperor brings to our guidance here a sense of, it's really a sense of confidence and making good decisions. He's a leader. He's a wise leader. He has experience. he more often than not makes good decisions, and these decisions are for the benefit of everybody in the land. And so the decisions that you make may be impacting your family or your relationship or your coworkers or your if you're the CEO, your business. And this is to be mindful of that we're dealing with structure and organization with the Emperor. He would like it if everybody played by the rules and followed along and showed a sense of deference or obedience. So you could be dealing with someone like this week, or these could be qualities that you need to show, which is leadership and confidence and taking charge and using your experience to make decisions. The shadow side of this would be mindful that making decisions and being inflexible or being rigid and not listening to other ideas is, may not be so thrilling to others. And so just to be mindful of that, to lead with a generous heart, with an open heart. Okay, now we're going to pull for possible outcomes. Ooh, okay. Possible outcomes. Conflict, battling, and you may find yourself in a position where you're having it out with someone. It could be a heated argument. It could be some petty thing, but it's going to be where someone feels that they're going to want to win. And so whether that's you and you're standing here in the green smirking at the people walking away, which is not a really cool or nice thing to do. You could be this fellow who seems to be saying, to hell with it. You can have my sword. This isn't worth it to me. I'm going to walk away from this argument. Or you could be this person here who has his head in his hands and maybe he feels humiliated or shamed. And sometimes people take shots and they embarrass you in front of others. They can be bullies in the workplace or can be bullies in relationships. And again, this is a card of perspective. But this sword, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, obstacles and challenges, and then here, this could very much lead this possible outcome of stress to you and anxiety. This is worry and this is concern. This is concern that keeps you up at night. It's very upsetting. So whether someone is being a jerk to you, I'm not saying it's the Emperor, but maybe there's someone who is being really difficult and making your life miserable. That's a tough situation to be in. The Nine of Swords is really quite a tough card because nobody wants to have that pit in their stomach where they can't sleep, and it's that feeling of woe. And it could be as a result of this power struggle of this person who could be not a very nice person, within a group dynamic. So let me just move these for now. So interesting cards here with the Emperor, very strong personality, a leader, someone who wants things to go a certain way. This idea of work and a lot of work, that rest will be needed, that some fun is needed, and then you possible outcomes of perhaps some type of struggle, some types of argument or conflict. You have to decide who you are and how you're feeling and how this represents your situation, and then worry and feeling upset. Okay, let's choose an oracle card here and we'll see what we have for meditation or focus area for the week. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. So, that's a nice affirmation to think about, focusing on your highest good. Whatever situation, that all the BS and the nonsense and the struggles and the power plays, that if you can focus on what you can do to reach your highest good, and if you cannot let your fear hold you back, easier said than done, but it's a start. And so now let's choose an oracle card for spirit or emotional self. Relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. It is. You learn a lot through challenges. You learn a lot through good relationships and bad relationships. And yes, soul growth, even through when your heart is heavy, when you are stressed out and feeling insomnia and worry or concern. And finally, let's choose an oracle card for love. We'll see what the message is. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Unrequited love. Sometimes it's hard to let go of an ideal or a dream or someone that you think that you know in your heart is right for you, but they don't feel the same way. It's one of the saddest things, I think, in the world, really. It's so hard to watch, and often your friends see the truth of a matter or the truth of a situation, but we find a way to keep this unrequited love going. And this unrequited love can certainly be a contributing factor to feeling this stress or this worry or disappointment. So today is your new moon, and I hope that you set your intention. I hope that you have a great week. If you found something helpful within this reading, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, or comment. And have a nice week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.